Now it's what you've all been waiting for. We're throwing some structure in. Our dogs do need to have some structure. It just can't be light, fun things all the time. And right at the car is where we're throwing this in. So now on our walks, we're going to be doing a lot more than just waiting around, letting them make some choices. Here, we're just doing some in and outs. This dog here is reactive in a friendly manner, but reacts when he sees dogs. So before I just give him all this freedom, right at the car, hey, you need to still pay attention to me. And it's rewarding when you do, but I'm just going to start bringing you in and out. You got to just be moving with me. I know there's a dog over there. Forget about it. You're going in and out. And I'm not even going to expect any, formal sits until I do a bunch of repetitions. I did a bunch of repetitions before I actually called him out, had him sit in front of me, and gave me his attention. And we don't go, again, super far in a straight line right out of the bat. We start at the car, then we move to another area. And we're just going to move around that area and work on something specific before we go to the next area, which is right by the dog park, and that's going to be difficult. And then we end it. Then we go back to the car. So right in the beginning, I'm just working on engagement. I'm not even trying really to walk in a straight line. I'm trying to just get my dog's attention. And I did that at the car. And then you see us on this long leash. Then we walked to the next area. And there's dogs around. And the point of this is we're just doing a fun exercise. Right now, specifically, we're playing fetch, but he gets it for going to place and laying down and being cool and calm. And again, dogs are around us. And the point is, hey, forget about them. Just pay attention to me or just do what we're doing. Just ignore that. And we're starting far away. I want to start far enough away so that I can easily have this dog make a choice. And what we'll do is we'll start to get a little closer, and here even, I'm just having him notice these dogs, and we're going to slowly push him, but I'm right on that threshold. Once I see that tail go up, those ears go up, he's thinking about it. That's where I start moving away. Once he truly engages with me, he looked at the dogs, he looked at me, he looked back at the dogs, I didn't reward that. Once he really was calmer, looked at me and was moving with me, that's where, hey, now we're playing fetch again. Next, we start to work on a short leash walk, which means you don't have all this freedom in the world. You got to really stay by me. And again, remember what that leash means. Hey, you feel that leash? That's me. I'm communicating with you. I need your attention. And so I'm doing a ton of starting and stopping, and I'm keeping this leash short but loose. So he's only putting that tension on if I apply it in order to turn or to stop. And when he feels that leash, hey, check in with me, pay attention. That's the appropriate response I want when you feel that leash tension. So I'm doing just a ton of repetition. No, you can't smell the ground. You got to start and stop with me. No, you can't get in front of me. And I'm trying to just condition, hey, you feel that leash tension, pay attention to me, right? I'm starting or stopping or changing directions, right? And we're going to just build the self-control to be in this position. And it's really for these kind of moments, right? Like I have all of his decision making right now, and boom, a dog comes out of nowhere. But I don't have a crazy out of control dog, and he's even able to come back into focus because we've done all this conditioning. And so we just had a great interaction with an off-leash dog. Ultimately, this dog here is friendly, but he is reactive because he just sees a dog, it just goes ballistic. That's what he's conditioned to do. So what we're doing is saying, hey, yeah, you see that dog? Forget about it, right? And we're practicing in this park because I have so much area to move around. If I'm on the sidewalk, there's so many situations where a distraction's coming to you and you're screwed. You got nowhere to go. And in this point with a dog, especially a reactive dog, you need to know the distance that you are around their triggers. If you are too close to a trigger, you're going to get a reaction. So you got to work with the distance, slowly push it. So now we're in this short leash walk. No, you can't rush to that dog. Again, you got to start and stop with me, change directions with me. I'm conditioning him to, yeah, sure, you could see that. And when you're getting excited and you start to push ahead, oh, well, hey, don't forget about me. I'm either going to stop or change direction, right? If you're locked on, those ears are going up, the tail's going up, I'm either going to change directions or I'm at least going to stop because I'm hitting that threshold. You're probably going to react. So we don't run away And we also don't get super excited because you don't have a lot of freedom. You're right by my side. And that's the point of this short leash walk. It's to really build that self-control. Even if you just want to smell the ground of where that dog was walking, no, you can't do that. You got to learn to ignore that stuff. And that's what counter conditions. Now what we're going to do is just work on some self-control in a stationary position. Laying down. I love to use place because it's so much easier for a dog to understand, oh, I just got to be calm on this thing. Whether you're laying down, sitting, standing up, I just got to be cool and calm. And we start again, far away, then work our way closer, almost like checkpoints, right? Oh, you can handle that distance? All right, well, now we're going to go a little closer. Can you handle this distance? And just push that threshold appropriately. And what I'm looking for is every time he looks away and then looks back at me, I'm going to mark and reward that choice, right? So if you look at a dog, you see that dog, it's far enough away where you're not going to react, but then you look back at me, that's where I mark and reward. And then this dog's learning, okay, yeah, I see these dogs, right? But, I can't reach them. So I just got to realize like, okay, I can't reach them. And when I am actually looking away, rewards coming, stuff that I like's coming. I'm going to start to make these choices. Instead of hyper focusing on that dog or lunging forward to that dog, I'm going to pay attention to you because it's more rewarding. And I'm going to work him through. So he didn't even want to lay down again because he's starting to get a little anxious. We're really close. This dog's a little crazy over there and he's getting excited. So I use the tools such as the leash to help that. Lay him back down. Oh, look at that. He's looking at the dog. He looks back at me. Bam. Reward. And just enough repetition is what actually counter conditions that reactivity. You see that? Forget about it. And then we release. We keep it short and sweet, right? And then we just have fun. Now, with certain dogs, you can start to go real close and start to work on them actually interacting. First, get that out of your head. Don't worry about it. Just worry about being close enough to where they know the dog's there and they can just be calm, right? Work there first. But if your dog can be this close and be calm, this is where we're saying, okay, hey, this is the behavior that actually gets you to interact. And this is how we can socialize dogs and counter condition that craziness. And then we're just walking to the car, walks over. Good day.